Good morning, students. Now we begin with cement. Now we will deal with the preparation of cement by rotary kiln method, and in the next lecture we will deal with the setting and hardening of cement. Now first of all, I have written down the questions that have appeared in the BTU examination in 2019-20 and also 18-19, and that will be the basis of dealing with this chapter. So we will deal with this chapter. I will give more emphasis to things that have appeared in university examinations so that you know how you have to study for the exam. So the question that appeared last year was, what is false setting in cement? This was a 3 marks question. Explain the setting and hardening of cement, 10 marks question. And the manufacture of cement by rotary kiln method. First is, what is Portland cement? 4 marks. Manufacture of cement by rotary kiln method, which is 8 marks. That means you have to draw the diagram and explain the process, and then you have to explain the reaction. So that is another 8 marks. So this is a 20 marks question, a very lengthy question in fact, which appeared in the C part of the paper. Now in 18-19, the questions that appeared was, what is the role of gypsum in cement? 3 marks question. Once again, this question was repeated in 2019, again 3 marks. Then setting and hardening of cement, which came in also came in 18-19, and it came in 19-20 also. Both the times it was a 10 marks question. And the manufacture of cement by rotary kiln method, once again it is a 20 marks question here. So you can see in this chapter there are 2 important questions. One is the manufacture of cement by rotary kiln method, which is generally of 20 marks. Setting and hardening comes of 10 marks. And the role of gypsum in cement, or some small questions, they may appear, some definitions may appear in 3 marks question, which is in the section A of the question paper. Now what is cement? It is a binder, sets and hardens independently. It is used for construction material, and it is used as a binding material in construction. Now cement can be hydraulic, non-hydraulic. Hydraulic means when you add water to it, it hardens. Non-hydraulic hardens due to carbonation. So it is generally slate limes fall in the category of non-hydraulic cements. Then you have what is mortar. It is a mixture of cement, sand and water. What is concrete? It is cement, gravel, sand and water. It is used for flooring works, columns, beams, foundations. And then if it is reinforced on iron rods or heavy wire mesh, then it is called RCC. All of you are familiar with what is RCC. And then we come to the most important thing, which is for us, that is Portland cement. So what is Portland cement? It was discovered by Joseph Asbin in 1824, and it is named so as the color and quality of the resulting concrete was similar to Portland stone, which is the kind of limestone found in England. So now there are different types of cements. You have ordinary Portland cement, Portland pozzolana cement, rapid hardening cement, sulfate resisting cement, Portland slag cement, super sulfated cement, colored cement, hydrophobic cement, masonry cement, and high alumina content cement. So I am not going in details with this. Once again, I am focusing more on the content on which questions appear in the university exam. Now we come to the most important question of this chapter, the manufacture of cement by rotary kiln method. Now what are the raw materials required? You require 2 types of raw materials. One is calcareous materials, which supply lime to us. They are limestone, chalk, calcite, means something which is giving you calcium carbonate. They are calcareous substances. Argillaceous materials are those which are giving you silica, iron oxide, and alumina. So you have clay, marl, shale, sandstone fall in this category. The third thing that you require is gypsum, and then you require fuels. So we use powdered coal as fuel for the manufacture of cement. Now what are the different steps for the manufacture? First, the raw materials are grinded and they are mixed together. Then the raw materials are burnt. When you burn, the chemical reactions take place and cement is formed. Then whatever cement is formed, it is hot, it is cooled. Then once again we grind it, then we pack, and then we supply. Now in 18-19, the questions that appeared was, what is the role of gypsum in cement? 3 marks question. Once again, this question was repeated in 2019, again 3 marks. Then setting and hardening of cement, which came in also came in 1819, and it came in 1920 also. Both the times it was a 10 marks question. And the manufacture of cement by rotary kiln method, once again it is a 20 marks question here. So you can see in this chapter there are two important questions. One is the manufacture of cement by rotary kiln method. Now, manufacture, then we feed the slurry, whether you prepare it by dry process or wet process, it is fed into the rotary kiln. Now, what is a rotary kiln? It is a long cylindrical structure made up of refractory bricks. It is a huge structure actually. It is inclined, it is mounted on rollers and it rotates gradually. That is why it is called rotary kiln. And this kiln, it is heated by burning pulverized or powdered coal. Now, what are the reactions that take place in different zones? See, actually heating takes place from the lower end and the slurry is fed from the upper end. So naturally, since heating is taking place from the lower end, the temperature at lower end is high and the temperature at the upper end is low. So the drying zone, the temperature is 100 to 500 degrees Celsius. Now the water in the slurry evaporates in this zone. The second zone, where the temperature is about 1000 degrees centigrade, that is the calcination zone. And here calcium carbonate, it breaks up to give you calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Then this slurry, dry slurry, it moves forward and it comes to the third, which is the most important zone, that is the burning or the clinkering zone, where the temperature is 1400 to 1600 degrees Celsius. Now the formation of cement takes place in this zone. So 4 important reactions take place over here. First is twice CaO combines with SiO2 to give you twice CaO dot SiO2, or you can write it as Ca2SiO4, which is dicalcium silicate. It is also, see, in case of cement, CaO is represented by C, SiO2 is represented by S, similarly Al2O3 is represented by A, and Fe2O3 is represented by F. So we can also write it as C2S. Similarly, tri-CaO combines with SiO2 gives you tri-CaO dot SiO2. This is tricalcium silicate, or it is Ca3SiO5, which can also be written as C3S. Similarly, tri-CaO plus Al2O3 gives you tri-CaO dot Al2O3, or Ca3Al2O6, that is tricalcium aluminate, or C3A. And the last product that is formed is 4CaO plus Al2O3 plus Fe2O3 gives you 4CaO dot Al2O3 dot Fe2O3, or it is Ca4Al2Fe2O10 tetracalcium aluminoferrite, or C4AF. Now the mixture of these 4 substances, C2S, C3S, C3A, C4AF, they are in the form of clinkers, small granules or particles of nearly 0.5 inches or 0.5 mm size, and these are called clinkers, and that is why this region is called clinkering zone. Now these clinkers, they are very hot, so these clinkers, they are cooled. After cooling them, they are ground, converted into a powder, and then gypsum is added to it. After adding 3 to 5% gypsum, it is finally packed and it is supplied. So these are the 4 very important reactions in cement formation, which all of you are expected to remember, and your answer is incomplete unless you write these 4 equations. Now this is the diagram of the rotary kiln method. You can see that it is a long kiln. Now the slurry is fed from one end and heating is done from the other end. Therefore, the temperature decreases from bottom to top. So in the drying zone, which is just near where the slurry is added, the temperature is 100 to 500. In the calcination zone, which is here written as the burning zone, here the temperature is how much? It is 1000 degrees Celsius. And in the lowermost zone, the temperature is nearly 1400 to 1600 degrees Celsius, and that is the calcination zone. Though the clinkers, they move down to the cooler and after that they come down, they are ground, they are packed, and they are supplied. So this is all what you are expected to write if you are asked a question on manufacture of cement on rotary kiln method. Remember, it is a very lengthy question and it is a question of 20 marks. So in 20 marks, we expect you to explain all the portions. We expect you to draw the diagram and also to write all the equations. So this lecture is mainly designed for remedial classes, and hence my emphasis was more on the question answers, and I hope this will be very helpful for you to appear for your exam. In the next lecture, we will take up setting and hardening of cement. Thank you, students. Thank you very much.